Welcome back, everybody. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. Today, we're going to be going over some interesting things. We've got someone concerned about Pokemons. We got some Pokeleos over here. We got a gentleman over here who's concerned about he's had this fake card forever. And we got another gentleman who's literally I think he's like a SpaceX physicist doing all kinds of I think he's driving the Tesla in space right now. All kinds of stuff. So today we're going to go over fake cards, the update, and people have been asking me, Rudy, what's the update? Where are we at? Is all hope lost? So today, everybody wants to know, and today we brought out the Hopes and Dreams box. And we're going to find out today who is going to have fake cards added to the Hopes and Dreams box. That is the box of all the people over the years have thought they hit it big, tried to sell me cards or tried to buy cards, and they've been obliterated. So, I mean, you got people from tried to grade things, and then the BGS and old PSA just wrecked them in the face. You've got Power down here. You've got all kinds of new cards with not even blue core paper. We got fake booster packs down here. We got everything. We've got, what do we got in here? We got cards. We got, Mr. Shiv, remember him? We got all kinds of crap, fake cards, power cards, stupid cards. We got Dr. Ugin, reprinted, sorry. And we got some fake lottery cards, snappy promos, we got all kinds of stupid stuff. All right, so, and the Rudy Rush. Never, ever forget. Remember, I am at the center of everything that is evil and magic. Remember, don't lose sight of that. Wizard confirmed that. So we have our Hopes and Dreams box to see what's going to be added to it today. So today we're going to start off with, I guess, the Pokemon thing. Get that out of the way real quick. These were just sent to me from a concerned person. Just said, be aware, for anyone's into newer Pokemon cards, they're getting a lot better on the newer foil cards, and they still look a little off to the type of foiling, and the texture is awful. They feel rubbery almost. They feel like rubber cards. It's a very strange feeling. But in a sleeve and to a kid who's not familiar and a parent who will buy them online, they're not going to notice the difference between the type of foiling, the textures, how they actually look, and why they actually feel like rubbery, shiny, I don't know, weird cards. But the point is, he just wanted me to put this in a video and just be aware, everyone, that this is also a thing and it's going on. And as we add it to the Hopes and Dreams box, just please be careful out there, everybody. So, next up, we're going to go right into this over here. We pretty much got this, before we even open it, I can tell you right now, the wear on this card looks shady. Why do we have surface and somebody was trying to make it look shady? So it's probably going to be fake. We got a little letter here, just fan. We're not going to read the whole thing, everybody, because, again, this guy's talking about tacos, and it's just not appropriate for advertiser-friendly. So, pretty much, the time of purchase, Blightsteel Colossus was $35, and about 30 low, he bought this card for $16. Too good to pass up. When the card came in the mail, I didn't even inspect it. I just took the card out of the package and immediately sleeved it in my deck. About a year later, I was in the middle of transitioning from graduating school and all kinds of trying to be a cool, successful, cool kid, trying to buy list the cards. This card in Card Kingdom, they rejected the buy list. Anyways, so yeah, here we are. So pretty much this is the card. This is what's going on here. So he tried to sell it and buy list it. He had it a long time, never even checked it, and they said no way. So the first thing, from a distance, it looks like a normal card. I mean, the average person in a sleeve or anything like that, you're not going to notice a difference. It's a playable thing. No one's ever going to know. But when you actually really look at the card, the first thing that's suspicious to me is the wear. So if we look here, we have one of these textbooks where somebody was trying to rough up the edges by going. That's what I see. All I see is this. That's what I see immediately on a card like this. I can tell you right now. I mean, then somebody, see this right here? This is from going like this. Because the counterfeiters, the only thing you can't get right is the cardstock. And so they were trying to hide that glossy, shiny surface. And you can see it. This thing's just, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's like a rubbery, plasticky, I mean, you can kind of crease it and kind of look at this. You can kind of make these weird crease marks. And it's it's terrible. So yeah, you can see the attempts to try to remove the gloss from the polishing. And you can see the attempts to hide the edge work that's always terrible when they make these cards by doing the fake wear and tear. And then the front you can kind of see, because you see that string, it's just abnormal wear and tear. Where if you take a normal old card, let me see if I can, do I even have one here? Let me find one. Let me grab a, here you go. So look at this. So here, we got an old revised Rudy the Hive. So when you look at a really old card, the type of wear, look at the type of wear. See this? See the way the type of wear is and see how it's consistent and see the front. how you have the infamous, this is a white border card. I know it's not the best analogy, but again, not a professional YouTuber. And if you look at the type of bordering, you have the natural dirt and grime from being slid on tables with no sleeves. You have natural wear. So when you compare natural wear to a card that has that suspicious edge work, it's not, it doesn't have the correct, I don't know how you want to call it, just, it doesn't have the right registration. The attributes of the card, whatever you want to call it, they just don't line up real well. So obviously this is a 100% fake card. And guess what? Congratulations. Welcome to the Hopes and Dreams box. So that's where that stuff goes. Now, the third part here of this video, we've got this interesting. This dude went hardcore, and this is one of those individuals that's obsessed. Look at this, look at this. He's obsessed with the infamous rosette pattern, the Rosetta pattern on the back, and he's really trying to compare differences, and he's got examples here and everything like that. So let's pull out these cards before we read the letter. So we've got ourselves, we got an old school Nether Void. We got ourselves a foil. Is there anything in the back here? Are these just one side? Okay, let's take them out of the cases or the sleeves, whatnot. Let's kind of take a look here. So, well, first things first, this looks real to me. I mean, that's a real card. So I'm not sure if he's testing me or what. I don't know what the deal is with this. I'll read. I guess I should read the letter first. So we got all the cards here. Okay, so now these are nothing on the back. So clearly we got two fake cards. Definitely two fake in a real. So I can definitely tell there's something going on. I don't know if he's trying to test me here or what the deal is. I don't know which is I don't know what the... Okay, I guess let's read. Rudy, look at the pictures. Try to guess which one is fake. These 2 out of 3. Very obvious. Oh, wait, so that means one of them is not fake. Okay, good call. Hope you didn't pick C. What's C? Foil Instant Blood? Is that what that... Okay, cool. Alright, so I bought these cards from wishihadafloppytaco_nospaces.com. By the way, my Wi-Fi password is Rudy is a freeloader also. No spaces, and Wizards doesn't like me. 1 space. Originally got these as a reference for detecting fake cards. Gloss texture, blah, blah, blah. Furthermore, the loop is the de facto standard for counterfeit testing. It is, I guess, for high-end Facebook groups. Don't use Facebook. Whenever I wanted to show you, get your opinion, should we be concerned about the progression of counterfeits? Oh, we sign this in blood, send it back. That would make sense why that card's real. Okay, that actually makes sense. All right, so let's take a look here, ladies and gentlemen. So wait, which was which? Exhibit A is the tutor. A. Okay, so that's A. Hold on. Sorry. Let's do that. A. So that's B and C. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out real quick. Okay, let's go with this. All right. All right. So when we look at this particular example here, this isn't a good example because this is a foil. I don't really like the fact that the foil, because that's going to make it blurrier. We have kind of a metal. I just don't. And again, a lot of the card stock. Oh wait, this is on the back of the card. There's no foiling on the back, so that actually, never mind. That shouldn't really affect that. I take that back. I don't really. You're using different generations of cards. Remember, the card stock from 93, 94 era cards is going to be nowhere near the card stock used. What is this? An Odyssey card? What year is Odyssey? 2001. Yeah, I mean the card stock in the printing process of 2001 Odyssey cards were nowhere near the same as a 93, 94 era Magic card with the back. So I guess he's mostly concerned the Vampiric Tutor is what it sounded like. I can tell you guys right now, for a white bordered card, Vampiric Tutor, I'm going to be very honest. This looks nice. The front of this card looks fantastic. That is a clean, impressively printed card. The only catch is just don't touch the card. Don't handle it. Don't analyze it. But if you just look at it from about this distance, it looks stunning. And of course, don't flip the card over. Because of course, when you flip the card over, you get into the Mr. Shinyville returns. Look at that gloss, man. There goes Rudy. You could turn this thing into literally a chalupa or a gordita with the curve of this thing. Look at that thing. That's got more gloss than Rudy's hair after 3 weeks of no showers. Look at that thing. It's insane. So, obviously, the backs remain the absolute worst thing ever. The card stock is terrible. It has a plasticky, rubbery feel. So it's nowhere near good. But the front printing process, just looking at it, overall, the colors in the kind of the registration marks of this card look really nice. Just again, don't handle it, don't look at it, don't flip it over, and don't actually touch it. But just looking at it like this, looks good. Looks good. It is impressive. No, I firmly still believe there is nothing to be concerned about, because anyone who just does their double Ds, remember, life always comes back to double Ds, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if you're male or female, it comes back to double Ds. You need to do your due diligence. And as long as you do your double Ds, you're going to notice and say, oh, this looks kind of shiny. Maybe I should be concerned. That's the important thing of it all. So again, people who buy these, like this gentleman, he probably paid a couple dollars from a fake, shady Chinese website to get them rich overseas. But the reality is, he knew it's fake. The problem is when people try to use backpack dealers and Craigslist and secret, shady Silk Road back page, twirly page websites, paying in cryptos and trying to get kids hoes and trying to sell a $200 card for $50 when they paid $1. That's what happens. They don't target people like me. They target individual people for cash and Craigslist type listings. So, honestly, Dustin, I still have no concerns. I'm sorry, I have no concerns. I know you're focused on this, saying, wow, look how good the fake card looks. Which again, on the front of this card, it looks good. That's actually an impressive pattern. I mean, the way the stamped actual text is over that background pattern it's impressive. It looks good. But at the end of the day, still, there is a difference. And on top of that, you really should not be. I don't personally use that as my go-to thing. I still go by instinct, feel, touch, and texture. Cardstock and the feel remains my number one thing always. I know everybody says, oh, the de facto thing is this on the fancy Facebook scholar websites, but to me, it's this. It's always going to be the cardstock texture by far. And I don't know how, and I don't believe it's possible to duplicate 93, 94 era cardstock because it doesn't exist. That's my personal opinion. Now, when we go to Exhibit B here, obviously this isn't even a good attempt at all. This isn't, I mean, again, from a distance, and okay, from a distance, the card looks decent. In the sleeve, into a Timmy, into Craigslist, you can easily hose somebody. But again, if you actually inspect the card, look at this. Are you kidding me? I mean, if I wasn't so lazy right now, I'd get out my Legends Rudy God Book Safe Vault thing, and I would actually compare and contrast it, but there's no point into it. There's no point comparing, 30, 40 other voids to this, because it's obvious. It's just the backs are terrible. These are not, it's nowhere near. Look, even the Rudy the Hive that I had here from Revised over here, look at the back. Where's all the shiny gloss? Look at this. It's not even close. There's not even, it's just, there's no way. And then the fronts are the same way. If you look at the front of this card, look at that. Look at the specific texture and the type of cardstock paper used. Look at this. Look at it. You can see spotlights. It's 4th of July over here. You can light fireworks off that thing. And that's what I go by. That's still my number one thing remains the actual surface texture paper used. It's not that I don't personally use the whole, I'm going to check rosettas and I'm going to see the patterns. The rosette pattern thing, it can work and it can be important, but it's not my go-to personal thing. So that's about all I want to share in this video. My patron Dustin, he was just concerned about it, which he has right to be, because it always scares people. Counterfeiting and anything, whether it's Nikes, purses, shoes, Rolexes, video games, retro cartridges, fake labels. I don't care. Comic books, stamp collecting. I don't care what you're into. There's going to be attempts. Anything that has money is going to lure in people who want shortcuts in life and want to do bad things to other people. That is 2020, ladies and gentlemen. And I do not expect it to stay the same. I expect it to get worse. Because again, the more money that is attracted to any sector, the more bad, pretty much, people who are lazy. They don't want to work hard in this world. They want a shortcut to easy money at any expense, even if it's doing harm to other individuals. And I believe because of that concept in life and capitalism and human nature, it will continue. So ladies and gentlemen, today it is time to add to the Hopes and Dreams box, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 more Hopes and Dreams. We will go ahead and sign and send this Innocent Blood. It's a cool little Odyssey card. Those old foils, they are something special, though. Hope you guys learned something today, and as always, remember, just do your double Ds. I don't care what you're into. The point is, everybody likes double Ds, and all you have to do is do your due diligence. Put some effort into it. Try. Be cautious. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. If somebody sends you a card in the mail and they say, look, I have the brand new Black Lotus, and it looks like a basement troll, guess what? It's probably not a Black Lotus. Have a great day. Be safe out there.